am Brandon, and this is Parker. And you're supposed to say things.
You didn't go over this with me, Brandon.
Well, it just adds to the realism.
Well, you need to inform me of that. He's very bad at telling me things. When
I don't usually come up with the things to say. Everything else
just in general. Like, you need to get better about informing me of things, dude. Like, seriously.
How am I not good at informing you of things?
You send me things when it's too late. You don't tell me the day before. You tell me the day of.
Because I thought we were planning a day before. I'm pretty sure I had told... I mean, no.
You just need to, like, text me, be like, hey, dude, can we still do this? And I'll be like, yeah.
I don't have time to text you.
Brandon, yes, you do.
Okay, I might just spend all day sleeping.
We have to edit that out. Oops. I forgot.
Are you gonna edit this? I don't edit things.
No, I'm not gonna edit this.
I've never edited.
Send it to your editor.
Okay. Evan, edit that out.
Edit it out. Okay. Anyways.
Edit it out.
Moving it on.
We got the Nintendo Switch information. Comes out March 3rd for $299 United States dollars. Breath of the Wild. $299.
$299
US dollars.
Because you can't understand Brandon.
People understand me perfectly. Oh no, I have data still on. Zelda Breath of the Wild is going to be a launch title. Skyrim was confirmed along with FIFA. Splatoon, it's going to... I don't know if it's going to have cartridges. It can do rock, paper, scissors for some reason, which I get why. I just think that a lot of the examples they use for things it can do was really weird to me. Like, it can create an accurate feeling cup of water.
That's cool. That feels cool, awesome. That sounds awesome. That'll probably feel awesome. Like,
it'll probably feel awesome, but again, it's up to the developers to choose whether they want to make that a function or not. Like, I doubt either of those things is going to play into Skyrim.
I doubt that too, but at the same time, I mean, you know, if you could do that, why not? You know, you finally get to sort of feel the weight of things. Like, you get to feel how heavy a greatsword is and crap. Yeah, that'd be really cool, actually.
But then that'd require if you want to bring your game from, like, Xbox or PlayStation or PC to Nintendo, you'd have to then alter for that. You'd have to rework
I'm talking about for the Nintendo.
Yeah, I know for Nintendo exclusive things. I'm talking about, like, stuff that is, like, they confirmed that, like, Skyrim and FIFA is going to be on there.
I don't like FIFA. I hate
I
FIFA.
don't either, but there are a lot of people who like FIFA. So it's a good move on their part.
Yeah, absolutely, but still.
Mario Odyssey was shown.
That looks interesting. That looks good. Very nostalgic. Very nostalgic. Like, it stays very true to the way Mario originally did things.
It looks really weird seeing Mario next to normal-looking people. It's really weird.
That is. Yeah, it is.
You have me labeled as comic guy.
Yes, I do.
Okay. But yeah, also his hat is, like, alive, apparently.
I heard about that. That's weird.
Did you not watch the thing at the end of the video? Like, the hat grew eyes. And he was able to, like, throw it.
Dude, I've seen the thing.
It's been, like, what, 4 days?
Yes.
I remember everything vividly. Because there's Splatoon 2 was confirmed.
I saw.
It looks interesting. I hope the game is better than the guy who was explaining it. Because...
yeah, that was funny, though.
That was kind of funny, but that weird dab thing that he was doing.
God. I don't think that was a dab. I don't know what that was. That's a whole new thing.
And the whole thing was, like, here at, like, Squid Labs or something like that.
I personally like the idea of Splatoon. I'm not a big fan of the game itself, but it's a fun idea, and obviously it's a good thing for Nintendo. Nintendo's still doing that. Don't think like, oh, now they're being all nice and stuff to people who want to, like, make videos of them playing this thing. No, you can't. Like, Nintendo's still stuck with their old copyright policies. It's not Nintendo America. Nintendo America, like, they're cool. They get what's good. They know what's good. They know like how to properly treat people on the internet. But Nintendo Japan doesn't. And one of my favorite YouTubers that I watch, he's a game reviewer, his name is Angry Joe, has had constant problems with Nintendo. And he's gotten to the point where if Nintendo takes down his angry rant or takes down the reaction to his or the reaction to their conference and all the stuff that happened, right? He's going to take them to court because they copyright claim everything. If it even has the slightest bit of Nintendo anywhere, they're going to copyright it because they're just like, you know, people reviewing a game, people promoting a game, like, it's free promotion. Why do you get rid of it? It's so stupid. It really just is, and that's why I hate that Nintendo is this way. Come on, Nintendo Japan, like, get your crap together.
I had honestly forgot that they don't want YouTubers using Nintendo in their videos up
Which
until
is
very
stupid.
recently. There was like,
it's stupid.
I think it was like it was either the guy from Roy Frickin' Clever or Boogie2988 did a thing where he said that he had wanted Nintendo to say that they were going to ease up on their copyright system, like for YouTube and stuff.
They better, because it's ridiculous.
I hope so, because there were a lot of channels I liked that did a lot of Nintendo games, and now they do hardly any of them because it's really hard to get them up without Nintendo being angry.
Yeah, and it's stupid. It really is.
Yeah, all right, so towards the end of the stream that they did, they showed a little like minute-long clip where it was just like a clip of all the games that they want to be on the Nintendo Switch. We saw things like Minecraft. We saw some old-school Street Fighter. Let me find the list. We saw Lego games, Steep, and Rayman.
I'm not like super excited for any of this. I'm not big on Nintendo. Like, the Switch is cool and all, but I'm not big on Nintendo. You know, I'm not crazy excited for it.
Yeah, neither am I. But we had to talk about it. It was huge.
Yeah, elephant in the room.
Yeah. Also, the colored I like this, how the colored versions of the colored variants for the console and like the controllers and stuff are the same price as the
Well, I mean,
one.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
You shouldn't charge
for essentially a skin.
Yeah, you shouldn't
you could
charge
probably
like
do with some
$200
markers.
more dollars for like, oh, blue. Like
Something you could do with some paint.
That's it. It like that's special. Like what is this?
Yeah.
What is it? Look at it. Is this blue? Is it blue? This is blue. It's just blue. That's it. It's just blue.
Evan.
Blue.
Bleep out that F word that he dropped.
No, just edit that out. That's a reference. Edit that out.
All right. You seem much more willing to swear right now. Are you exhausted?
Yes.
Because last time we restarted whenever we swore. Edit that out, please.
Just edit out all the curse words, Evan.
I'm not sure if he actually listens to the entire thing or not, is the thing. I'm going to have to remind him of that. Because usually he just goes in, he puts it over an image into an MP4 file so I can upload it to YouTube.
Well, yeah, you're going to have to text him and be like, hey, edit this.
Yeah. Because we're lazy. Not really.
I don't have the time.
Neither do I. I'm a busy boy. All right.
Oh, God.
So Constantine is returning to the CW in the form of an animated show. Did you watch the original Constantine show?
Nope. I don't watch TV like hardly at all, dude.
Which you're going to watch Iron Fist when that comes out.
Probably.
Right.
I might. If
also
I have
Defenders,
Netflix.
which might involve you watching Daredevil or anything. But
I'm not gonna get caught up in a bunch of TV shows. Not right now. I'm just saying.
Those shows are easy because like they do like 12 episodes a year. It's not like the normal like 20 episodes every year kind of thing of a normal TV show. But so Constantine had a show on NBC that was that at least I really liked, and so did everyone else. Had starred Matt Ryan, the guy who voiced Edward Kenway in Assassin's Creed 4 as Constantine, and he was perfect for the role. They canceled the show after 12 episodes.
Aww.
He was CW then got the rights to Constantine, so he was inducted into the official CW Arrowverse by him appearing on Arrow, and a cameo episode where he saved Laurel Lance's sister so that she could be on Legends of Tomorrow. And then now he's getting a animated show.
Nice.
Which is going to be on CW Seed, which is like their app where you can watch all their stuff for free.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's better than Vixen, because Vixen basically took like a 20-minute episode and cut it into a bunch of 5-minute segments.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was dumb. Why not just give us a bunch of 20-minute episodes? Or just one 20-minute episode? I don't want to watch. I don't have to wait a week, month. I can get a whole episode. But yeah, so that's cool. Super excited to get Matt Ryan back. Looks like he's using the same design from the Justice League Dark animated movie that's dropping later this year, I think. Maybe already dropped. I don't know. All right, Marvel is dropping their digital backups to physical copies. I'm not sure if that affects you at all. Do you buy Marvel comics?
No.
All right.
I need to.
Basically, up until very recently, they had it where in the inside of each issue there was a code so you can get it online. So that way, if you want to hang it up, like I like to hang up my issues. So
I like that. That's convenient.
So yeah, you can get them online. And recently they started dropping that. They're like, no, not anymore.
That's stupid. Why'd you do that?
Yeah.
That's stupid, Marvel. Don't do that.
I want that back, because if there's like an issue that has really good artwork that I want to like hang up or something, I want to buy a second copy just so I can read it whenever I want and have it hung up as like a mini poster or something. It's ridiculous. All right, so you saw the Injustice 2 trailer, right?
No.
You didn't. I thought you said yes earlier.
No, I did not say yes.
You said yes to something I asked.
It wasn't the Injustice 2 trailer, which I've heard of, and it sounds cool, and from what I've heard, it seems like it's, oh god, I don't know the right way to describe it. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it.
So basically in the trailer we see Superman, towards the beginning of the trailer, Superman's still under like Batman's lock and key. And then we get like monologue / narration of the trailer by Brainiac. And
oh, yes, that was the thing. I remember now.
You watched that.
I saw a picture of Brainiac.
Brainiac looks cool.
Yeah, he does.
Robin, not so much. Because, so in the trailer, it's like Brainiac's talking about all the heroes, and apparently Batman's being a bit more controlling and scene of him spying on basically everyone. Like, everyone in the city, which is interesting. And, we then get, like, clips of him and, like, all these characters fighting, like, Wonder Woman fighting Supergirl, which looks amazing. And then there's Batman fighting a horrible-looking...
Battle of the boob ladies. That's pretty much what it is.
Well, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that Supergirl's like a teenager, so that's kind of weird.
No, it's weird that she's a teenager and she has like the largest size.
No, Power Girl has the big.
Oh, Supergirl.
Yeah, Supergirl's pretty.
My bad. I was
thin.
thinking Power Girl. I don't know.
Power Girl is future Supergirl from Earth 2.
Because Power Girl, the whole story behind that was they weren't paying attention to the artist, so in order to get their attention, he just gradually inked of her boobs every issue until they noticed.
And also gave her a boob window, which I thank him for. Thank you.
Brandon.
Oh, there's going to be, if you pre-order the game, you get DLC that turns, you get the Power Girl skin, because I don't know how up-to-date you are on Injustice 2, but instead of adding a skin system like Injustice 1 or Mortal Kombat, they're adding a gear system, which adds like health points or takes away health points but gives you more speed and stuff like that. And through those, they're probably going to be adding like official skins. Like through that, you're probably going to be able to get like the Arkham Knight gauntlets that give you like a speed boost and or like increased health.
Okay, so alternate dimensions and crap. This has to happen now since it's in a crossover comic. I want to see the Power Rangers.
People want to see the Power Rangers.
I want to see the Power Rangers so bad. That would be amazing.
Yeah. I'm hoping they introduce Spawn because I don't know if you know this. Ed Boon, the guy who
I
involved.
hope not, because Spawn is much better for something like Mortal Kombat.
Spawn is.
That's what fits him so well.
Yeah, but yeah, Ed Boon tweeted out because Twitter added polls like last year. This is kind of old news, but so he tweeted out a poll. It was like, what characters do you want to see? There was like Red Hood. It was like, what characters that aren't DC or Marvel do you want to see? It was like Spawn, and then like Sub-Zero and a couple other like Mortal Kombat characters. And Spawn instantly got like much more votes than anything else. And like basically based on what Ed Boon usually does, a lot of the ones that get high votes usually make it into the game at some point.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, but I'm really hoping Spawn is in there because
I'd love to see the Power Rangers yet again, because
thing is, you only have to add in one Power Ranger because then through the gear system, because you can also change color. No, through the gear system you can change the colors and everything. So through that you can get any Ranger. Though there are 41
Brandon,
characters
I'm
introduced into the game.
I'm talking the crossover comic Power Rangers.
Oh.
And they all are going to have unique movesets, and they all have different weapons. Like, you can't just be like, oh, color coding, yeah.
No, you're aware that through the gear system, it changes how, like, each character plays, right?
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
No.
So they've said, like, different pieces of armor will take away health but give you more speed and things like that.
Well,
it's
I mean,
completely
like,
different.
They're gonna
adds
have
how different moves work.
They have completely different fighting styles. They have completely different weapons and abilities. So you're gonna want to diversify, and you can diversify a lot, even with the Power Rangers. You know, that's something that I think that should be done.
I guess. But yeah, we see a horrible-looking Robin. The Robin costume looked cool in the trailer, and then I saw a screenshot from him in the game, and he's got like this giant, like it looks like normal Robin, and he's got like this giant blue stripe going down his chest.
Ew.
It just looks dumb. Also, I'm assuming it's Damian Wayne, which I don't know why he's back in the Robin costume, considering he made a point of becoming Nightwing in the comic.
Alternate dimensions. So
no,
they
confirmed it's the same dimension.
No.
They confirmed it's the same dimension as the normal Injustice universe, though I doubt they're gonna.
No, that's what I'm talking about. That's a different dimension from the regular Earth.
I know.
And that's where Batman. So yeah, here's the thing, right? The Batman in Injustice, that he was the one from that dimension, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, technically there were two Batmans there because he brought in the main Batman.
Yeah.
From pre-Flashpoint.
What I'm talking about is that that naturally things are gonna be, that Batman's not gonna be the same, and he sounds a bit more paranoid. And knowing Batman,
he's been in a 5-year fight with Superman and the Metahumans.
Yeah, so
and the Yellow Lanterns.
Yeah, so I mean, he's obviously gonna have a good reason for spying on people. Now, I understand it's a bit weird, it's creepy, and it's not really called for. But at the same time, you know, if any of them ever turn on Batman, Batman is now gonna have the capability to just take them down instantly instead of them being a nuisance.
I don't think that's going to be like the main issue with Batman, because in the trailer he's like people, like general people, will praise and accept all the heroes until they watch them too close, which is why I assume it's Batman spying on people, and that's why people are against it. But Batman's been doing that for years. I think Comic Historian said.
Now, is he spying on everyone?
He just has like this
spying on the other heroes.
And in the trailer, he has like just this wall of just people just doing random things, and then in one of them, it's like an image of Harley Quinn killing someone. So
he's like tapped into the city's security cameras.
Yeah, and what some people are saying is maybe it's because Batman's letting his people kill. Here's my thing: I don't think he's letting anyone kill, because that's the whole reason why he started this fight with Superman.
Yup.
Well, sort of, because Superman killed Joker, because Joker blew up, or Joker tricked Superman into blowing up Metropolis and killing Lois Lane and his unborn baby, which I don't even know how that works, considering they're completely separate species. Whatever, doesn't matter. Comics. So yeah, Superman kills Joker because obviously that's what you would do if somebody tricked you into killing your wife, your unborn baby, and everyone you know in a city. So and then what was I saying again? Oh yeah, because then Superman later, he went into hiding and came back as like a dictator of the planet. Like, he just took over planet Earth, and Batman was against it. Robin sided with Superman, accidentally kills Nightwing, and becomes Nightwing.
Everyone sided with Superman, which was stupid.
Even
like,
Robin.
Are you kidding me? That was ridiculous.
Again,
Like-
most of them did it out of fear. Like, Flash was having second thoughts in, like, year 1 of the battle. Because Superman was forced to, like, kill one of Flash's biggest fans. Because, like, this guy who was one of Flash's biggest friends, he gets upset by what Superman's doing, so he signs up for this experimental program to become a superhero. And Superman just, like, breaks his back. And, like, and then Batman later is like, hey, you should go to this place. So Flash goes, and he learns that this kid was, like, Flash's biggest fan since, like, childhood. So Flash was, like, having second thoughts, which come out later during the game.
It's just, I hate the whole premise of it because it's like it just really shows that, like, people aren't who you think you are, who you think they are. It's like, you know, these people, they fight for justice, they're the good guys, you know, you turn around and, like, look at this, they've all sided with Superman out of fear. If all of them took on Superman at the same time, they could take him. They could easily defeat him if it was every last one of them. Like, and Batman, too? Are you kidding me?
See, Aquaman pointed out, like, in the story, he was like, I could kill you and everyone on this planet. So Superman did the one thing to make Aquaman stay away, and he attacked Atlantis by literally picking up Atlantis and throwing it in the middle of a desert. So Aquaman only cares about Atlantis. Like, Justice League being a superhero and everyone else on planet Earth is a second. They are always, like, the second thing he'll worry about. First is always Atlantis.
Because that's his home.
Yeah, that's his entire thing, which really makes this character interesting because he has to balance between being human, because he's half human, and being half Atlantean, and neither side appears to like him because everyone every human views Aquaman the same way people do in real life, which is incredibly dumb, as in he's just the idiot who talks to fish. Meanwhile, Atlantis hates him because he's half human and wants to work with the humans instead of just remain to themselves. So yeah, it's always interesting. Yeah, I'm really excited for this game.
Me too. Me too. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
If you go to their website, they have, like, a thing for all the characters. They haven't shown all the characters yet, but if you count out all the boxes for characters, there are at least 41.
That's a pretty good roster for the start of the game. That's a pretty good roster.
And then there's inevitably going to be DLC characters and add-ons and, like, skins and stuff like that. So that's going to be really cool. All right. Next topic. We got Marvel has revealed that Ben Reilly is not going to die during the end of Clone Conspiracy, which you probably have no idea what that is.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. You take this one.
All right. So basically, Marvel had the amazing idea to do another story, which the title alone puts off a lot of readers because it's called The Clone Conspiracy. And for those of you who've read Marvel for a while, you should know clones and Spider-Man never go well together. Ever. The Clone Saga was probably one of the most hated Marvel events of all time. And so they announced this. Everyone was skeptical at first. It's actually decently good because basically it's spoilers for this, like, last 5 issues of Spider-Man, but basically J. Jonah Jameson's dad, who is Aunt May's husband, has, like, a heart attack. He's going to die, and this company called New You comes in, who's run by the Jackal, and they're like, we're able to basically, like, clone and create, like, different body parts or just recreate you in general if you die, if, like, you pay us enough money. So they're doing that, and Spider-Man's instantly against this because as he's dealt with clones before, he knows this is very fishy business until he sees Gwen Stacy still alive along with a bunch of his other villains and, like, Prowler and stuff like that.
Okay, so
it's actually a really good story.
How did they not get copyrighted? Because the New You system is something that's, like,
I think it was New You. I know that's from Borderlands.
Yeah, that's in Borderlands. That's very prominent in Borderlands. It's not canonical, but at the same time, it belongs to Gearbox. It belongs to Borderlands.
It might not be called New You. I just remember it being called New You. But so he's like, oh, Gwen Stacy's alive, and then they reveal, oh, it's not like that Jackal is not Jackal from the first one, where he was like this creepy old teacher who was in love with Gwen Stacy, even though she was like 16 at the time, and he was like 38, which is old in my opinion.
No. When you're old, like, old age is around your 60s. Your 60s is when you start.
He was
to get
old for a 17-year-old girl.
Yes,
all right.
But
so
he wasn't like crazy old. If you say somebody's old, you're gonna picture like an old man. He's not an old man.
Jackal was originally a teacher who dealt with cloning, and he took like tissue samples of all the students because you're allowed to do that. And somehow I didn't immediately find out Peter Parker was Spider-Man. Peter Parker accidentally kills Gwen Stacy when she's thrown from the bridge because, yes, he's the reason she died, because her neck snapped when she stopped too far because of his webs. He stopped her and her neck snapped because of it, which was kind of sad because he's like, yay, I'm like the best hero ever. I just saved her. And then she doesn't respond and he just starts crying. It's really sad.
It is sad.
And so Jackal clones her and then clones Peter Parker, finds out that this clone has spider sense, realizes Spider-Man is Peter Parker, and goes on this huge thing where they make clones, and then clones were involved, and then more clones, and then more clones.
Sounds very repetitive. I can see why people didn't like it.
And then there was a point where it's like one of the clones dies, so Spider-Man throws his body into a smokestack, and he gets this piece of paper to determine whether he's the clone or not. He just throws it away, and then it's like a couple years later they were going to have a story where it's like, because people weren't reading Spider-Man because Spider-Man was going completely bonkers and crazy, so they're like, we don't like this guy. Where's our classic, fun, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man? So they were like, what if the one we've been following was the clone and the real Spider-Man's been dead for years? We just bring that one back to life, and it's fine. And then that's how Ben Reilly was made.
Huh.
It was a really crazy thing. NerdSync did like a 20-minute video on it, and then there's a back issues video for it, which I'll probably link in the description if I remember. But yeah, those stories are crazy, and now Ben Reilly is the new Jackal, who's basically, he brought back every villain that Spider-Man's killed before. So Gwen Stacy, who's not really a villain, quote-unquote, came back. It turns out it was Spider-Woman or Spider-Gwen, the one universe that she's from. And then Kane came back, who was Scarlet Spider. And it turns out that basically everywhere that this New You organization goes in a universe, people wind up like dead, and it's all usually linked to Peter Parker funding it because Peter Parker's rich now. He's like the poor man's Iron Man. So they're trying to stop it, and that's as far as I read. But yeah, it's surprisingly good.
Huh.
And they basically announced recently that Ben Reilly's coming back as Scarlet Spider, and they titled it Ben Reilly the Scarlet Spider, which is interesting. And he has like a dumb new outfit, which I can't pull up. I'll have it downloaded.
Next topic.
That's basically all. Oh, All is amazing. That was a topic I listed because there were people who also considered that like the old All-Star Batman, which this is not All-Star Batman and Robin from Frank Miller, because that movie is just the dumbest thing. He forces Robin to eat rats in that story. Batman's crazy. Like, he kidnaps Robin because like Robin's parents are killed in the circus as normal, and then as the adoption agency arrives, Batman just comes in, picks him up, puts him in the Batmobile, and drives off. Not like, oh, we're going to have Bruce Wayne adopt him because Bruce Wayne needs a ward and stuff like that. No, it's Batman just comes in, forces him to live in the Batcave and eat rats, and like he freaks out when Alfred buys him a hamburger.
What the hell?
Oh yeah, and then like basically Superman and the Justice League are like, we know to eliminate Batman, whether we have to kill him or not. So Green Lantern's like, all right, let's go talk this out with Batman. So Green Lantern goes in, and this is still when the power rings can't affect the color yellow, which was a thing. So Batman basically leads him to a warehouse that was painted completely in yellow. Like he spent like a day just painting himself.
Just a color. Come on.
All right, Jeff Johns explained it where it's like Parallax is not Hal Jordan, because Hal Jordan became Parallax at one point. Parallax lives inside of the Green Lantern like core battery leading so that way the Green Lanterns can't affect the color yellow because of the impurity of Parallax living inside of it. Sinestro lets Parallax out and starts a Sinestro core, which it's not called the Yellow Core or like the Yellow Lantern Core. It's called the Sinestro Core because of Booster Gold. Thank you very much. The one thing Booster Gold has done.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's like a list of consoles. It seems bigger, but most of it's just me ranting about Mario. The list is bigger. But yeah, All-Star Batman was really good. It was a road trip with Batman and Two-Face.
Huh, that sounds interesting.
Because it was Harvey Dent's side of Two-Face said, there's this cure that was very experimental, but I want to try it before I fully, like, it's like, I might not be strong enough to fight off Two-Face, like, forever. So if I ever give in, I want to know I at least tried this cure. So he's like, Batman, at this old, like, institution that we used to be friends at, because they retconned in that Batman, as a child, because he was buying guns and stuff because he wanted to kill the guy who killed his parents. Alfred sends him off to this institution where he meets Harvey Dent and their kids. So Two-Face like, I stored the drugs here because Two-Face wouldn't ever go there. So it's Batman and Two-Face on a road trip there, and Two-Face had sent out a signal to everyone in Gotham saying, not only do I have like a bunch of dirt on all of you, that if Batman takes me here, I'm going to leak all this information. I also have like ships in the sky that are going to drop acid if I make it to this place. But whoever gets me away from Batman gets like $1 million. So everyone in Gotham is like, we're going to go get Batman. Like even the civilians and everything. It's really cool. It's really interesting, and like it's revealed that like Alfred shoots down the bat plane for a very interesting reason that I have a feeling it's going to come up later, so I don't want to spoil it.
He shoots the bat plane?
Yeah, because there's a scene where he's like, all right, we can get here in like a little bit if we just take the bat plane, and that gets shot down.
Huh.
So he steals a truck.
There was a bomb in the bat plane.
No, he shoots it down. Alfred like legit shoots it down
No,
with like artillery.
That's why he shot it down, because there's a bomb in it.
No.
Why not?
It's much more interesting than that. I'll tell you later. But yeah, the first story arc ended. It should be out in trade eventually. It's really cool. The artwork is beautiful. You get a bunch of old characters, like Gentleman Ghost shows up, and like I know the time.
Keep going.
You believe?
Keep going.
You don't.
4:30. Keep going. Just keep going.
All right. Yeah, like the most recent one is Batman in Antarctica fighting Mr. Freeze. And since they're in Antarctica, it's really creepy because Mr. Freeze can go around naked.
What killed the dinosaurs?
We don't mention that movie.
I love that movie. Those puns are hilarious.
No.
Oh my god. I can't remember what game it was, but I got a cryo weapon and
It
I
had
went
nipples.
around for hours just all of those quotes.
We don't mention those movies.
Oh, I love it. Was so funny.
Parker, those are the movies that added the bat nipples.
It was
funny. Those were also in Watchmen. Oh yeah, Jeff Johns is going to be writing a new Watchmen book in April.
That sounds interesting.
And not only that, wait, I might have the dates confused, but there's also another one in April where it's Flash and Batman teaming up to find out what's going on with the Watchmen, because if you haven't been following DC Rebirth, Wally West comes back. He says some godlike being has been stole 10 years from the DC universe, like in order to weaken them, and like kept Wally West from rejoining the universe. So Wally West eventually comes back, and it's all well and good. And Batman finds the Watchman's comedian pin in the Batcave. So yeah, they're gonna be explaining that. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that's the end of this. This has just been me ranting because Parker needs to read more comics.
Yep.
Everyone, I was about to say go tweet at you, but you don't have social media. Everyone, someone dig up his email and just email him saying, go read comics.
No.
Yes, I'll put his email in the description. Or his phone number. One of those.
Don't.
I'm going to do it.
No, Brandon, don't.
All right. This has been the Infinity Podcast.
I'll kill you.
This has been the Infinity Podcast. It's been forever. See